He's not new. He's not new. What up? What up? What up? Top of the afternoon. Top of the afternoon. Top of the afternoon. Top of the top. Top of the top of the afternoon. Top of the top of the afternoon. Let's send the link to Instagram. Let's send the link to Instagram. Let's just go here. Put it to free community right now. I need that. I'm gonna need that live. I'm gonna need that live right there. No, 1 second. Put it on the defend the garden. Let's put this link. What up? What up? What up? What up? What's up? What's up? What up? What up with it? What up with it? What it do? 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 What it do, guys? What it do? What up? 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 Top of the afternoon. Top of the afternoon. Doing some laundry right now. Not laundry, but like house cleaning stuff right now. House cleaning for the community. House cleaning. So how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling that chop this morning? Huh? You likety like this chop this morning? Who got chopped out? Who got chopped out? Say me, say me. Who got chopped out this morning? Look at that. Look at that morning. Look at that morning, guys. Who got chopped out? Y'all got chopped out? Come on, just say it. You did. You did. How would you make money off there? Up, down, sideways, up, down, sideways, and then clearly launch pad afterwards. Clearly launch pad afterwards. Mhm. Y'all showed patience, discipline around here, huh? You guys did, huh? Everyone's a killer trader here in the morning AM session. You didn't force anything, huh? I know you did. Everyone did. Y'all forced it. Y'all forced this breakout under Asia low here. You forced it. You forced. You try to force it before lunch hour here. You thought this was a long, and then bow. Right? You like to throw out this trend line here. Right? You want to go higher, or you want to do the trend line here, and then you just get stopped out, coming back down. And then the real move was PM session. Last couple of days, the real move was that PM session. So, um, market rewards you if you're being patient enough in the AM session. You went through lunch hour, and then you saw a PM session. What do you call it? You saw a PM session breakthrough. We all know that because we all are subscribed to auction market theory, right? Are we all subscribed to auction market theory, or are we just messing around? We just messing around, not paying attention to auction market theory. We are not paying attention to auction market theory, eh? Are we? Or are we not? Are we or are we not, baby? Guys, if you're still using regular candlesticks, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for you. I'm very, very sorry for you. Look what just happened. Look what just happened here. We dropped down. Let's get technical, right? We dropped down into a stack bullish imbalance right here, right by VWAP. This was the a signature of momentum before in the markets. If you zoom away here, this was a signature right here. Right, as you could see, this was the start of the move. This was the start of the move after lunch hour, right? This green box stacked bullish imbalances, not your fair value gaps. Please do not mention any fair value gaps here. We do not trade ICT fair value gaps here. We trade order flow, aka volume footprint candles. If you're not aware yet, this is the precision of the volume footprint candles, right? We hit the stacked imbalances here. We get absorption over here, right? Look at the absorption. Do you not clearly see the absorption here? Are you I like the phrase, are you stupid or are you dumb? Which one is it? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Do you not see the absorption here but volume footprint candles right here? Guys, the absorption right here is to die for. It's telling, right? It's no more psychology, no more like I have the right mindset, my psychology's off. They're telling you that the sellers got absorbed here, right? They are telling you sellers got absorbed here. And what happens when sellers get absorbed, right? What does the market do? Pivot. Why does it pivot? Because of whales. What are whales? They're just large participants in the arena that we all fight in. We all fight in the NQ arena, right? And if you can see these signatures and these patterns happening in real time, like right here, you could understand that why we are trending higher now, right? You understand that. And if you add the volume profile, if you add auction market theory, if you add key levels, if you add context, then you are what's up, brother? You are what do you call it? You will be an ultimate sniper, ultimate foot soldier, sniper. If you understand all that context, uh, auction market theory, order flow. Or if you just understand absorption, aggression, and a delta flip, you will be ahead of 99.9% of retail traders out there that's being fed this garbage in social media every single day. Why do you feed into the garbage? Because you see the Lambos, you see the Rollies, you see the chains, you want the Lambo, you want the Rollie, you want the chains. You think they got that from trading? Do you think they got that from trading? You got to be out of your mind. Trading is a skill, okay? Is a skill. It's another skill for you to grab income quickly, right? When you see these 3 or 4 or 5 minute trades that I post, it's not because I woke up one day and I pressed buy, right? That's earned. That's an earned skill, right? To identify the pivots in the market, to use the whale pivot model and to identify pivots in the market, right? So right now we're at previous day high here, and we'll see what happens. Um, how do you know what the bias is for the day? A couple of things, man. A couple of things I look for. All broken down with the premium members every single day. You have to build context. You have to build a story behind what you're looking at. You have to look at data that's happened before New York session opens. You have to know auction market theory. You have to know how volume works. You have to uh, know how volume works alongside auction market theory, and you also have to know what or how order flow works, right? Because you're just writing a plan, and then you use the whale pivot model to execute that plan, right? And to build a bias is not you're building a bias for the whole day. So at if I'm long bias right before market open, I'm not long bias all day. That's not how it works, right? When you develop a bias, you develop it on the fly. with information that is, right by your side, and you use that information to your advantage and to have an edge over other people. All right. It's not like copy trade this, listen to me say buy or sell. All right. That's not how you're supposed to trade, right? If you are dependent on signals or buy or sell here, sell that, or if you're are on your last paycheck and you need working to trade, right? You need to have trading work for you right now because you need to pay your monthly bills. What the F are you doing? Get a real job. Save some money, learn the skill while you're at the job. Paper trade before it. Actually earn it, not follow somebody's signal. Okay? I will never ask you for your money. I'll never ask you to trade your money. I educate you on what the markets really move, right? And how could you use that advantage for you, right? Nobody's reading, nobody has volume footprint candles on their charts. Everybody has this. Everybody has this, guys. Everybody has this, right? How did you know that there was absorption in this area, right? For all the gurus that are going live on YouTube, right? Ask them, go in the chat room when they're going into their trades, ask them why, how. How do you know there's buyers or sellers right here? Right here. How do you know that? How do you know that there's absorption right here? How did you know that? How did you know that this was gonna pivot? How you know? How you know, bro? How you know there was buyers here, sellers here? What was the fight looking like? How did the fight? Tell me if he threw an uppercut or a jab. Tell me what happened in here. You can't. These gurus cannot tell you that. They can't tell you candle by candle what's happening inside the markets if you do not use order flow or volume footprint candles. All right. Just start using your common sense, guys. Start using it. They're not going to tell you. They're going to tell you to like wait for it to go to VWAP here, wait for a bullish candle, right? But the candles are just the result of what's happening right here. This is what's happening. And then this is the result. This is what they're making right here. This is the ingredients. So please don't get fooled by it of the gurus out there. We knew it was going to pivot there, and then now we're at a key area, and now um that's why we have some rejection going on here. Sellers up here, there's a seller up here, sellers up here. There's not even enough pressure by the buyers right here to push above previous day high right now. So you just gotta be patient if you're in longs, if you're looking for a setup, you know. But you should be clearly done by power hour. Power hour is not a it's not a ideal environment to trade. What up? What up? Letitia, what up? Mohammed, thank you for the question. Lang was goody. Lil Marie was good. 89 dog and what it is. Can I use footprint for swing trading? I do not use footprint for swing trading. Footprint is more of a intraday thing for me. Intraday scalping as a trader. For a swing trader, you're gonna have to think these are actual executed orders at the moment, right? And that could change on a daily basis, right? If you're trying to swing trade it, right? You see it like on the daily. If you're trying to put the footprint on the daily, right? You're gonna get the same values, but right? But you're just gonna get a whole data set of it. But it's very granular, right? Very granular, and these are already executed orders at the moment of the day. So when we get back to these um, areas like your stacked imbalances or whatnot, they're not gonna react the same as before. The better way to view swing trading is if you use volume to your advantage. But to use order flow for swing trading is not an advantage because Um, I trade intraday, so I'm not a swing trader. I don't fool you guys. I don't do everything. I don't do gold. I don't do ES. I I I don't do swing trading. I don't do options. I don't do forex. I don't do crypto. I'm just a regular guy that does NQ. That's all. Just a regular dude that happens to do NQ. That's all. How'd you guys like the other video? You guys watch the other videos I dropped? Go watch the whale pivot model. What is the whale pivot model? That's my core strategy right there. Um, and the other one I just dropped on how to trade choppy markets like this morning. How to not panic out of winning trades. Have you don't have confidence in a winning trade. Why? Because you don't have your volume. You don't have order flow on. Right? You don't see when, like, if you're in the long, you don't see when sellers are pushing back. Right? If you're short, you don't know when buyers are stepping back in. So it's like you lose confidence because in reality, you don't have confidence because in reality, you're just guessing these things. This is guessing. You're just seeing the result of the test. You're not even taking the test or watching it unfold. You know what I mean? That's why you don't have any confidence. It's not mindset. It's not like you're stupid or are you dumb. You just don't have the right information in front of you. And that's all good. I mean, if you can identify that you have a problem or an issue, right? If you accept it and do not deny it, like, oh, I'm too emotional, I revenge trade, or oh, I'm too emotional because, I'm guessing. I really don't know where to take profit or where to put my stop loss. I'm really just guessing, right? You gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest. And then once you be honest with yourself, right? Then the solution will show up. And the solution will just drop in your lap like volume footprint candles. Making a move here above previous day high. If you look at the 5 minute, right? We dropped tremendously lower. Let's look at the top here. I'd even look at the order flow, what happened up top here. But let's look at it together in real time, what happened up there. So you understand where was the drop. Okay. Here's it started to drop. We got absorption right here, right? Look at the buyers pressing on the offer aggressively here. They're pressing on the offer very aggressively here, and they're getting nowhere because why? There is a big, large seller here absorbing all those buy orders, right? And then we drop. Then we have follow up with mini whales coming in here. Another here. The buyers start to fight back over here at 2 o'clock. Got rejected right there with another momentum, a stack bearish imbalance right through there. Right, you get more. The buyers are still trying to fight back here. Right, they're absorbing these sellers here, absorbing these sellers here, and then they say, you know what? I might just let them win and bow, crash out. You get a large whale seller right here, right? Comes right back up, and then initiates all the way back down. Okay, buyers start to step back in here, get absorbed up here, comes crashing down, buying, buying here. Let's see, another aggressive seller here. They hit Asia high again. Uh, they keep buying. They break through Asia high here. Big ass candle of 25 points right here to hit previous day high. You see this person right here, this 335 buyer volume. They were they were hitting the ass very aggressively, trying to push the price higher. What did it do? It did nothing. Push the price lower, and then you get a crash out here. 80-point crash out. 80-point crash out. Buyers, they staying away from it until they finally hit. Stack bullish and stack bullish imbalances here. Got some seller absorption here. This is not just absorption, this is heavy absorption. And then they flip over here back to previous day high. Right here. An hour above previous day high. Your candles are looking like this, and your setup are looking like that. Right. For power hour, another gem. Usually what happens in power hour, we return back to fair value. Usually. Usually is the key. And where is fair value, guys? Tell me where fair value is. If you don't know where fair value is, guys, please join. At least get the starter pack. If you're at that level, just get the starter pack. It's like one-time fee, bro. It's gonna pay itself tenfold when you start getting payouts, either from your personal or your prop firm. It's gonna go tenfold. And then if you still have trouble executing, then you trade live with me. We don't trade live. I just analyze the market with you, so you understand when absorption is happening and aggression and the moment, so you can make a decision quickly too. Because if you like my style is quick. I'm a scalper, so I have to be quick on the trigger. I'm 1 minute candles. Some people like to trade off the 5 minute, which is okay. I have a premium member that's switching over to 5 minute, and he's been doing very well in the 5 minute. So if you can do that, if you want to do 5 minute, you can. After 5 minute, it gets a little tricky because to use order flow to its greatest advantage is to use it on the 1 minute because you want precise entries where the market just quickly pivots, right? You do not want to trade the 15 where you enter and then you have to wait another 15 minutes for that candle to close. I I don't think you're getting an exact or precise entry with that. Do you use the hourly or just the 5 minute? 5 minute for context, bird's eye view. One is 5 minute for bird's eye view, and then just the daily. Daily 5 minute, 1 minute. Daily 5 minute, 1 minute. Daily for context, I guess. I just want to see how that candle is compared to the other candles, and then the 5 minute is what I'm watching usually for context, and then 1 minute is where I execute. 1 minute is where I am usually at, though. Usually, most of the session is at with the 1 minute time frame to execute. Well, look at this crazy AM session. Look at all this chop. Right, it's all chop here on the footprint, and then actually after 1 o'clock, you get this massive move here. This massive move here. That means volume is picking up, and the real participants are entering the market right here. Looking compared to your volume, look at it. Look at your volume in lunch hour, 598. Hold on, you can't see that. 450, 820, 600, 550, 400, 500, 400, 600, 360, right? These are all low volume. And then look what happens at 110, 4,000, 4,000 volume. So much buying pressure here. Every level is controlled by buyers, right? Now you know that they're here and they're here to trade. Now you just wait for your setup. What's your setup? Whale pivot model. Whale pivot model is absorption, aggression, delta flip. Absorption right here, aggression right here, delta flipped positive. Right here is the model. Take it, you manage it, And there you go. Look at the precision though. When the whale enters the market, price holds above the whale here. This one just expands because of so much buying pressure. Me, I don't create the or recreate the wheel. I just follow people. I don't create my own way. I just people lead the way and I follow the way. The people I'm following are large participants. That's all. That's all it is, guys. Follow these large participants to a key level where you want to take profit, and there you go. Right? And like guys, even in the free Discord, I give you the levels to watch for and what to look for. Look at London High, man. Look how crazy of a pullback we get to London High. But even crazier is when we get to London High, and then this is the large whale buyer, the original position. Look where it's staying. Look where it's like hovering over. All right, it's not random. Not guessing. We're not guessing here. We're not guessing or gambling, guys. It holds above the green box and then just rallies even higher. Now we go back to power hour. Boring power hour. Right above Asia high here, right above previous day high. So we'll see what happens. We are in the middle here. Look at the thing. Okay. We'll see what happened. What is that? Like a. Ooh, I didn't even see that. That was a 270 point move higher. 250. Yeesh. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. To be honest, guys, did you get chopped up here? You got chopped up in the morning? Or you were able to not trade here and trade the PM session for this massive move higher? Oh, it was a great move higher. What do you guys what do you guys usually trade right now? Is it support and resistance? Is it ICT? SMC? Is it RSI? Is it a EMA pullback? Are you doing Hakanashi candles? Are you just doing lines on a chart? Trend line breaks, maybe? Yeah, I try to give you guys the bias for the day coming into New York Open and then also give you trade recaps. So those trade recaps alone, I think is enough for you to find out to actually see how the edge forms every day. I mean, it's repeatable, guys. Every single day, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You just don't know when it's gonna happen. That's why you need some screen time. You need screen time and know when to execute because you don't know when it's about to come. You don't know when they're gonna enter. If they're gonna tell me they're gonna enter before I know, like, hey man, just let me know when you enter, so I could go on the chart exactly at the time that you want to enter, and I just follow you guys. No problem, man. Just send me over a text. But you gotta put in the screen time, guys. Screen time is the most important. Screen time. Screen time. 1 second, hold on. Nah, live. Yeah, do it later. Later, after 4. And it's raining outside. After 4 and it's raining outside. Sure.
Why you got a hat on?
I'm live, huh?
Where's the video?
Right now, right here.
Oh man, you gotta be rich by now.
Close the door, hon. Right, close it. All right, we back. We back. Back. We back. We back, man. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We guys, questions. I trade the opening range break. That's what's up. 15-minute or initial balance or the 5-minute. Opening range break though. What happens when we're sideways like this morning? And when we're at the extremes of the opening range break, like at the high and the low of the opening range break, right? Like you're at the high of it, right? And you want a long. How do you know? How do you know there's buyers there? You can use order flow. Nothing wrong with opening range break. But if you were to add order flow or volume footprint candles on top of it, you get more of a confluence, right? You get to know when the large participants come in the market. You follow right behind them at the opening range high break, and then you put your stops right below that whale, all right? And then you take it to wherever you want to take it. You can target a key level, or you could target or you could just watch the order flow. Up to you, or you're like a certain fixed R. I don't know if that's the way you trade a fixed R or a fixed point system. Volume footprints are just like the New York Knicks, guys. Just like the New York Knicks, right? You can never doubt them. 22-point lead, 7 minutes left. They're down 22. What happens? They use the whale pivot model. They have aggression. You know what their aggression was last night? It's called Jalen Brunson. That's their aggression. That was the whale that sent them over to get the win last night. I mean, the other day. Tonight's game too, baby. Knicks in 4. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's win this in four, get a little rest, and get ready for whoever wins the West because that's going to be a matchup for the centuries. Yeah, 15-minute opening range break. Yeah, of course. Could do that. I'm just saying, use volume footprint candles for your confluence on the top or the bottom of the opening range breakout if you want to use it that way. Please add it. Let me know how it goes. Add it, back test it. Let me know how it works for you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna need a toolkit. You're gonna need a strategy is that works well in sideways markets. When I'm talking about sideways markets, I'm talking about the idea of balanced markets. There's the opening range break is cool in trending markets, right? If we break the high and keep trending, it's a home run. If we break the low and it keeps trending, it's a home run, right? But it does not happen every day like that. It does not happen every day like that. So you have to have a toolkit where you can get a trend following and non-trend following trades, if you get what I'm saying. In the 15-minute window, the orb is just like it's just a window in the market. The first 15 minutes is just a window of what happened in the first 15 minutes. But yeah, add you can add volume footprint candles as a confluence and you can use it if that's you're more comfortable with. Yeah, get you started. I got a starter pack. Set your what do you call it? Set your charts just like mine, right? Got the settings for the footprint, you got your key levels, um, volume profile, got your alerts for your whales, build context around it. Um, and if you want to still trade the orb, you can still trade the orb. If you want to switch over to whale pivot, you can. Um, but the whale pivot strategy works in every market. Trend following and mean reversion, which is sideways markets. Just gotta pick your spots. Pick your spots. That's it. You gotta pick your spots. Because it does make sense, guys. It does, right? When you're trying to enter a trade, you want to know if the buyers are on your side if you're on a long, right? You want to know that. Don't you want to know that? That the buyers are confirming your bias or whatever your entry when you enter? Don't you want confirmation? Guys, because if we're not trading confirmation, what are we trading though? Like for real, if we're just trading this, we're not trading confirmation, right? That's why confidence goes down the drain because confidence is clearly linked to confirmation. Because if you can understand that the buyers were here or there's absorption right here and it flipped, right? You can understand. If you can understand that, then you won't have a problem with confidence because you could see it in real time. And when you see it consistently, every single day it happens. Then you get to have more confidence in yourself. Even with if you're holding runners too, or you're holding your trade and you want to get to whatever TP you got on your chart, the order flow is going to tell you if you're going to get there or not. The order flow is going to tell you whether you're going to get there or not. Just let me show you an example because you think that you know, I don't care about order flow. I could just read the candles. I know if there's buyers or sellers, right? Let me just show you this morning. a clear sign that even with a green candle, where was that move? Where was that move we saw with the premium members? Was that 10? That was early, right? That was like a 10. It's like early 10. Was it early? Was that point of control? Where was that move? Was it here? Yeah. Look at this candle. Look at this candle right here. Super green. Look at the 946 candle right here. Where's the 946 candle? Yeah, right here is the 946 candle. Look at this 946 candle. Right, let me draw the large whale seller. All right, look at it. This is the 946 candle, right? Surely green, right? Surely because there's buyers here. Surely we're gonna go higher here up to VWAP. What does it do? It pulls back, right? From here, 245s all the way down to 200s. That's a 50-point move. All the way down. Why? Because we can clearly see that there were aggressive sellers here at the top of this candle, right? So you can clearly see here at the top of this candle, sellers were here. Candle is green though. Candle is green, right? And then it just drops back down. Look at this large whale buyer right here. See? Another guy right here. If you draw your green box, you get another 50-point move higher. And you can clearly see sellers are coming in right here. So if you hold this guy all the way up to here, why would you hold after you see all the sellers pounding on the bid? Like pounding. It's like right here, like they're like, yo, my man, we're selling right here. It's up to you if you want to stay. Up to you, my guy. We're selling though. That's what they're saying up here. But you just see that. You just see candles. You don't see the whatever was happening inside. That's the advantage you get. You get to see what's happening inside the candles. Look at this absorption, right? Right? They're trying to push the price down, but then clearly get absorbed, right? So that's just an example earlier that these candlesticks are lying to you. They're clearly lying. Clearly lying. Clearly. Clearly lying. Clearly lying. Dum, dum, dum. Do you do? That's true. You don't trade the choppy days. Good. I'll join the group soon. Nice. We need an addition. Where you from? I got people all over, baby. We got Hawaii, we got New York, we got London, we got Scotland in the building, we got Korea's in the building in the premium. We got Jersey. Jersey's in the building in the premium. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Drop in the chat. Drop in the chat. Where y'all from? Go in the chat. It's crazy. It's crazy how to see that order flow reaches Hawaii. That shit reaches London, bro. London. You got Northeast is rocking Jersey, New York, Connecticut. Connecticut, that's what's up. Connecticut. Connecticut be wildin' sometimes, right? Connecticut got when you're entering Connecticut, it says the pizza capital of the world. I highly doubt that. It says home of the pizza capital of the world, Connecticut. I highly doubt that, bro. You ever try pizza in Brooklyn? Y'all never tried pizza in Brooklyn, New York, though? People in Connecticut never tried pizza in Brooklyn, New York, though? What? Home. There was another one. There was a home of something. What did they say? It was coming in. It's home for coming from Jersey. It's called home cap. It was the home capital of the pizza capital of the world. But when you were leaving Connecticut, what did it say? Man, I was like, wait, what? It was a pizza capital of the world, and then there was another one. Damn it, I can't just pinpoint it right now. It was funny. I was like, they're known for that. Pizza, I know they know for pizza. They got that Mystic Pizza. That's their most famous one. But come on, that's a tourist trap. That Mystic Pizza or Mystic is it Mystic Pizza in Connecticut? That Mystic Pizza, oh man, that's a tourist trap, boy. I want to go where the real Connecticut pizza is. We got 2 minutes before market on close orders here. You're gonna see the volume pick up at market on close orders. Did not know last 10 minutes of the market on close orders are initiated. These are orders by the large institutions to get in here before market closes. You're gonna see large volume going up and large volume going down. Oh shit, you want to talk about pizza? This guy said, "Yo, I'm here, guys. Detroit was good. Detroit was good." I've never been to Detroit, but I heard they got good pizza. I don't know why we're talking about pizza. I just came into my mind, but yeah. We got 1 minute before market on close, 1 minute before market on close, 1 minute before market on close. Guys, have you watched the new videos? Does it make sense to you? Watch them on YouTube. I dropped like four of them recently. How to how to get out of why do you panic out of trades, out of winning trades? Why you panic out of winning trades? How to trade choppy markets? What is the actual whale pivot model? And how to have patience, during this session. Because for me, man, I think I'm on maximum three, bro. Maximum three trades a day. If I'm green the first trade, I'm done, bro. That's where greed steps in. Here's market on close orders. Got the push above Asia high. Let's see. Are we gonna close higher here before market closes? You're gonna see here a lot of whales coming about. That's just the alerts flying in. Crazy. I had one of the premium members today. He's not even looking at the charts. He said I had the alert go off. I had the alert go off about the whale. I looked at it, assessed it. It was in my pre-market game plan. I just initiated it. So it's great to see, man. Great to see. That was a weak ass market on close order, though. I'm gonna tell you that much. They have two versions. They got one at 350, and they're gonna have one here at 355. So you're gonna see the volume spike. You're gonna see the volume spiky spike. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I meant. Chicago style pizza. deep dish joints. Those deep dish joints. We have a stack bullish imbalance right here. All right. See if that holds for the longs or the buyers right now. They have to hold this for us to continue higher. Let's see if it'll hold. Choo 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 choo. Let's see if it'll hold. Yeah, a heat wave over here for 3 days in a row. Now we at 60. Minus 30 degrees over here from yesterday. Unbelievable. Got some sellers coming in here. Sellers coming in here at Asia High. Sellers coming in. Aggressive selling coming in right here. Guys, I'm gonna be here till 4 o'clock. Market close. I'm out of here. 4 o'clock. So if you got any questions, drop them in the chat. If not, then I'm assuming you're gonna be in the free Discord, learning, watching, learning. And then if you want to really kickstart your trading, you got the starter pack. I got the starter pack with the settings on the footprint chart. So whatever you're looking at right now is the exact same settings. I have an indicator where you can automatically plot the levels on your charts, and also another indicator where you could how I use it for biases and whatnot, and how to read volume for context and bias. And then on top of that, you got trade breakdowns you can look at. You can differentiate between losing trades or like a winning trade or like A plus setups. I also have a section with A plus setups where you can see clearly like the whale pivot model with the A plus setups with the aggression, the absorption and the delta flip happening. You can see it, and every time that candle happens or that pivot model shows up in the chart, it immediately pivots away from that area because it has those three ingredients which you always should always need in a trade: absorption, and then aggression, and then you should confirm it with your delta flips. Delta is just showing you who is in control of the candle, right? Just another confirmation. I guess you can call it three steps, but you have to build context before you can initiate or engage in the markets with the whale pivot model. That's what you get with the starter pack. That's one-time fee. That gets you set up. That'll get you set up miles ahead of these retail traders. After that, if you still need need to learn the execution part of it. I have the premium group where it's just a group of us. I guess you can call it my mentorship group, because on daily we just discuss the market, how I'm thinking about it, how the context is thinking. You guys see the bias in the free section, but then I break it down in the premium section, how it looks, why I'm thinking that way, and what to look for in each of these levels. And on the free version, you only get three levels. On the premium side, you get all the levels, more than three, definitely. And then you get to see me switch biases in the middle of the day, depending on the order flow and what's happening inside the charts or inside these candles while we're going through these key levels. That is the 355 level right there. And it's just junk. Another low volume. Low volume MOC. I guess they made the move already, so they're not like trying to close out anything or sell anything up here. If you look at the daily, we're gonna close green. I spoke too soon, huh? Came in here with a jolt of volume right now. One on ones, not yet. That's not the goal for me right now. One on ones are not the goal for me. I'd rather spend my time with a group, right? Have this group thrive, right? Have this group thrive, being consistent, being profitable, making money every single month, and then we'll see about one on ones. I think the best time management for me is to have a small group of you guys that I can manage. That we can I can manage that. The one on ones is it's a waste of my time for now. 'Cause for me to do one on ones, right, and then I would have to always repeat myself, depending on what your problem is, what your solution is, how I assess you, what's the real problem, what's going on with you, and how you're setting things up, and what your risk management is, what your setup's looking like. Like that takes a lot, bruh. Well, like in a group right now, the premium, we're just all together. Like they say, post charts, they post, the trades they're in. Ask for my feedback, even if it's not on the premium charts, they DM me. We have you know, that's how I know they're from, these type of cities. And we're like, it's not about trading either. Like, we talk while it's choppy in the morning. We mess around. We talk about Knicks and four. It's a community. It's not like just like dead. Okay, right. Wait. We just wait. Okay, guys, wait above Asia high here, and I'm gonna tell you when to buy. Not how it works, guys. People have certain ways they trade, and they ask me for feedback on the way they trade, what they're looking at, if it's a good setup, and yeah, give them my expertise. That's all it is. Large selling right here. Aggressive selling right now is not going nowhere. What time is it? 58. Ah, aggressive selling right here is not going anywhere. What do you call that, right? When there's aggressive selling not going anywhere, what do you call that, guys? What do you call it? Aggressive selling not going anywhere, and then you have on the other side of it, uh, aggressive buyers too at the same time. Last minute of the session, they're probably just gonna cancel each other out. There's large aggressive buying here, aggressive selling here, then aggressive selling right here. The buyers have to push back up here, but yeah, 1 minute left, 30 seconds left on the clock. And that's it. Got some absorption down here. Aggressive buying up here, and then now they're coming, whew, the sellers are really pounding it here. Yep, there you go. There it is. That's the bell. That's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you take back or actually open your eyes to what's going on in the market and not just relying on these candlesticks right here for your trading. Hope you level up and open your eyes and get to um, use volume footprint candles or a type of order flow so that it can complement your trading style. If you want to learn how the exact way I trade, I have the free Discord. It's in the link. I also have the whale checklist if you want something to have next to you to trade and build context around and have actually like a checklist that you gotta check off to make sure you're in the right trade or not. I have the free checklist. You just it's in the link in the bio in my YouTube. You can click there and get the free checklist. Then they'll introduce you into the whale pivot model and how it works. And don't listen to me, right? Don't listen to me. I could show you all these things, right? But get the checklist, do it on your own, and then then you decide for yourself, right? Because you're here for one reason only, and you're only here on this live for one reason. Because you understand and you know what you are using your eyes, and you understand that you cannot use this alone in 2026. You cannot just use candlesticks alone. You know that, but you just need clarity, you need structure, you need framework. And if you want speed and guidance, there's a Discord too. Get that checklist. That checklist has the Discord attached to it. You get into the Discord. You watch the trade recaps, the trade bias I put out for free. If you like it, if it works for you, you follow in the levels, you follow in the trade recaps, and you want to learn more deeper. I got the starter pack. Set up your charts like mine, and then if you want to trade with my mentorship group, is the premium access. So those are the levels. Um, I hope to good luck in your trading, and I hope become consistent and profitable. Um, but if you want a shortcut, if you want to learn it in a way that'll like cut your user error, or not user error, but like your like what do you call it? Uh, like yeah, your user error. Like like you gotta test this out to see if it works. You gotta go here if this is not working or this one, because all the information, guys, it's all free. It's all free on YouTube. You could Google it if you want to, but the way I talk about it, the way I frame it, the way I make it look so simple, the way it's all in TradingView, where everyone uses TradingView. It's all in one stop shop. All you have to have is one screen in front of you. That's it. And understand the framework. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna spend a ton of time just Googling YouTube, and eventually you'll get it. But you know, if you want a community, you want guidance, you want clarity, you want structure, you want organized, that's what I provide. So I'll see you in the Discord if you haven't. Get the free checklist, let me know, and we'll talk on the Discord, guys. I'll see you guys later.